One of the practical activities of the course is to take the students to SeaWorld because it's a safe environment to take the students to do snorkeling for the first time. We make sure that we have people overseeing them while they're conducting the survey. The unit that we are taking the students to practice the abilities to snorkel and watch what's in the substrate is called Perform Benthic Monitoring. So we want them really to practice using quadrats and also line transect to conduct the survey of the health of different ecosystems. SeaWorld has a coral reef pool. They have a simulated coral reef environment there with different shapes. They have very well designed corals underwater. So we took the students to this environment, which is 4 meters deep, and they had to practice how it is like to really conduct a random sampling. We had someone laying the quadrats randomly in this pool, so the students could watch the person doing that, and then the quadrat would lay in a part of the coral which is like in a slope or in the crest of the coral reef, and other quadrats would just lay on a substrate like sand, and then they really have a representation of what it is like to conduct a survey. They also had to really be effective. That's what was the first time they were doing that survey, which was very interesting to see for them, because we are conducting the survey while we are surrounded by several types of fish like sharks, stingrays, eagle rays, tropical fish, and they really needed to focus on conducting the survey, because if you're in the real case scenario, what if the tide changes? What if all of a sudden like there's a current? You really need to focus on that activity first and not be distracted by the environment around you. So that was a very good experience, and they all gave me good feedback about that. And after we finished this snorkeling pool, we had lunch, and after lunch we had organized an activity to go to the jellyfish lab, which was amazing for all of them. We were taken by a SeaWorld staff lady. They explained to the students how they maintain the tanks. The first impression what it is like to understand the effects of abiotic factors on organisms, on the biota. So the lady was explaining to the students each species, what requirement each species of jellyfish had, like if they needed a larger tank or a smaller tank, if they needed to receive a different type of light intensity, species that would grow exclusively in the dark, species that would grow just under a specific wavelength, and species that needed some aeration, species that didn't need any oxygenation. So these were all like important information for the students to have for the first time, what it is like really to control the species inside a tank, an aquarium. And after that, we took the students to the jellyfish lab. What was that lab? That lab is part of the Griffith University research team. So they have a partnership with SeaWorld where they conduct research in the lab, and they have all the lab surrounded by glass, which really shows people from the public what it is like to conduct research. And we had one of the researchers, a PhD student of Griffith University, explaining to our students the main projects on jellyfish, like evaluating the effect of pH and temperature on gene expression and growth of jellyfish. And after that talk, he took some of our students really to see how they maintain different species inside the research lab, which was really, really rewarding, and also like how they feed the jellyfish, what kind of nutrients each species needed. So it was a very full day for our students. It's really rewarding for all of them. It was an exciting, very good experience.